Can you transfer the file from one computer to another computer over the internet? Yes, you can. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, is a standard internet protocol for transmitting files between computers on the internet over TCP/IP connections. FTP is a client server protocol where a client will ask for a file and a local or remote server will provide it. Let's see how FTP works. FTP is mainly used for transferring the web page from their creator to the computer that acts as a server for other computers on the internet. It is also used for downloading the files to computer from other servers. Anonymous FTP is a type of FTP that allows user to access files and other data without needing an ID or password. Some websites will allow visitors to use a guest ID or password. The FTP client has three components: the user interface, control process, and data transfer process. The server has two components: the server control process and the server data transfer process. Here, two systems may have different file conventions, different ways to represent text and data, or may have different directory structures. FTP protocol overcomes these problems by establishing two connections between hosts. One connection is used for control connection and other connection is used for data transfer. For sending control informations like user ID, password, commands to change the remote directory, commands to retrieve and store files, etc., the client initiates a control TCP connection with the server. The control connection is initiated on port number 21. When the server receives all control information, it initiates a data connection to the client for sending the actual file from server disk. FTP makes use of data connections which is initiated on port number 20. Now, entire file will transferred on client disk. Only one file can be sent over one data connection, but the control connections remain active throughout the user FTP session. The limitations of FTP is FTP does not encrypt traffic. That means password and file contents are sent in a clear text. Therefore, FTP may still be vulnerable to brute force attack, packet captures, and other hacking attack. To overcome these limitations, you can encrypt data via TLS connection, FTPS, or you can use with Secure File Transfer Protocol, SFTP, also known as SSH File Transfer Protocol. Now we will see various options of sharing the file using FTP. So first we can use the command prompt and type FTP and it will start FTP interactive mode, and here you can open the connections. Since I have my server running on the local machine, so I am typing localhost here. Now I am giving the username and password, and you can see I am logged on to the FTP server. Now I can see various command options available with the FTP here. So once I am execute the ls command, it will shows the files and directories that is available on FTP server. So you can see here abc.txt, demo.txt and some directories here. Now if I want to download the file, I can execute the get command and I have to give the remote file name. So I am writing ftp server.txt. This file is available on my server. You can see here. So I am writing the local file name. I want to download it in my downloads folder, that is open here, and I can give the name abc.txt and press enter. So you can see my abc.txt file is get downloaded from the FTP server. Similarly, you can upload the file using FTP. So you can execute the put command and you can write the local file, that is jsp.doc file is available. So I can write c downloads jsp.doc and it's asked for the remote file name. So I am taking it as something like xyz.txt and press enter. So you can see several replies here, that is port command successful and opening the data channel and successfully transfer xyz.txt and how many bytes are sent to the server. And if you want to quit the FTP session, you can simply write quit and you can exit from the FTP server. Second way to access FTP server is from the browser. So to access the file from the browser, I have to write ftp / and local host here and press enter. So it asks for username, admin and password here. So you can see same directories are available here, and if you want to download the file, then you simply click the file and it will open the save as dialog and you can download it in your any folder. So here you can see your file is get downloaded. Now we will see the third way of interacting with the FTP server that's normally most of the web developer are using to uploading and downloading the file from the web server is the FTP client. So here I can open the FTP clients, that is FileZilla here, and here in the FTP clients I can see my local directories here. So if I want to connect with the server, I have to write localhost here. If you are using web server, you can write here domain name and you can give the authentications like username. So I am writing admin and password here, and then I will connect to the server. So you can see here you have a same directory 1, 2, 3 and some files that we have seen are available here. Now from this you can upload and download the files like a local machine. So suppose if I want to download the file from server to client, I will just drag it and drop it to my local machine. So here you can see your FTP server file is get copied in your local file system. Similarly, if you want to upload the file from client machine to server machine, you can simply take the client file and drop it onto the server machine. So you can see ftp client.txt is copied onto the server. So I hope you understand how FTP works using different options. So that's all for today. Thanks and bye bye. If you like this video, press like and subscribe the channel and share the video. And don't forget to press the bell icon for my new video notifications. Thanks for watching.